Each was this beautiful token of love necklace, and each staff member got one. Cafeteria, teachers, counselors, paraprofessionals, all blessed with this lovely little gift.
I arrived at school, and in my mailbox was a little box, and picked it up, looked at it. Where'd we get this? This is beautiful, and saw that it was in everyone's boxes. And it was just a really nice thing that someone thought of us, and we all immediately put them on. Everyone was wearing them that day, and continues to do so.
I received the necklace from the administrative secretary at school, Terry, and we were all so surprised when we received the box from Premier with instructions to hand out the necklaces to the staff.
All the teachers and staff members here in Newtown were given a token of love necklace by someone that even I don't even know. I've been in Premier for 9 years, and I have not met this woman that started this. We had no idea who had spearheaded this, where it had come from. About 3 weeks after I got my necklace, I was walking into school one day, and it very gently just fell off my neck. It broke. And I was so upset. So I gathered it up, put it away, and put it on my to-do list to call Premier and see what I can do about this. So I called Premier Design and said, I have my necklace, it broke, I need to figure out how to get it back to you. Wonderful woman helped me out, gave me the information, wrote it down, and I said, well, while I got you on the phone, I need to delve a little bit more because, and I told her the story of receiving the necklaces, how Newtown had received necklaces. We had no idea who to thank. We wanted to send thank you notes. Oh, she said, that's our ministry, that's our prayer ministry. Let me put you on the phone with Mike. So Mike gets on the phone, and I told the story to him, and he said, do you have any clue? I said, well, I still have my box. So I went down, grabbed my box, and I said, there's a sticker on my box. So I gave him the information on the sticker on my box. And from there, he said, well, let me do some delving. I don't know, there were 2 different names on it. So he calls me back in a little while, and he explained that Carmel Hartwell was the jeweler who had put out on her Facebook page, she wanted to gather, her original hope was to gather 26 necklaces to send to the victims of the Sandy Hook shooting.
I felt compelled. God was touching my heart, and I felt that I needed to do something. But I wanted to do something more than just send money. I knew that there would be a lot of cash donations coming in, and it seemed as though sending a piece of jewelry, something that they could wear and think about and know that someone sent that piece of jewelry from their heart. I was able to get a list of all the teachers at Sandy Hook and the victims' names, and decided that we needed approximately 90 necklaces so that every teacher, administrator, and victim's family could have a necklace. I had posted on Facebook in a private jewelers group, and within about a week it exploded, and I had about 250 necklaces, 300 necklaces, 400 necklaces, 500 necklaces.
She had hundreds of necklaces, hundreds. And as Mike says, he said, that's a good thing. He said, your box, it was only one of 5. There were 5 boxes that had a sticker on them, designating who had spearheaded all of this. Only 5 out of 900 boxes that were sent to Newtown.
I had decided that I wanted these to be presented like a gift, and a gift should be in a gift bag. So I came up with these white organza bags and these tags that say praying for strength for you, token of love necklace. On the back, we've included a little passage that says, may God give you the peace and comfort that only He can give in times like these. Our prayers and thoughts are with you always. Donated from, and we actually hand wrote the person's name and where they were from that donated the necklace. I then started to worry about how I was going to get them to Connecticut. The logistics seemed overwhelming, and I prayed a long time. And one evening I was sitting at my computer, and I received an email from a wonderful woman named Jen Wilson. And Jen tells me that she's a premier jeweler and that she has family in Newtown and that she and her fiance are going to be traveling there in early February. Jen offered to drive the necklaces to Connecticut for us. I then needed help getting everything bagged and tagged. We had 2 jewelers, myself, my little 10-year-old son, my mom and stepdad. And we sat down in the basement. We had everything lined up on tables. And we had an assembly line going. We had people that were, some of us were checking necklaces, some of us were writing out tags. We had the guys bagging because that was the best job for them. And we drove to Ohio and we met Jen and handed off the necklaces to her. It was a very bittersweet moment. I knew that as far as my participation in the project, it was over. It was exciting, but yet bittersweet because I was handing these necklaces off. I knew they were in good hands. I knew they were going to get where they needed to go. I just felt a little lost without them.
And I called her from work, actually, and said who I was and how I had gotten her information. And I said, I just have to let you know how much this means to all of us. I said, I can speak for the people in the middle school, seeing them with their necklaces on every day, and when I'm visiting other schools, seeing everybody wearing the necklace. I said, it was such a beautiful outpouring. What made you think of doing this? And she said, you know, we all across the world felt very connected to you that day, and felt I wanted to do something very special and reach out for the 26 victims' families. And she said, and then something spoke to me, I just needed to do more. And she said, and what started off as 26 grew to 90, grew to 500, grew eventually to 1,000.
I have a lot of necklaces, but I put it on when I put it on in the morning. I'm not kidding, I kiss it, I put on my stuff, I kiss it, and I put it on because that's my love to the families. And yes, I totally wear it with pride and love. And I thank everyone who has shared giving us this. And when you go to work and you see people wearing it, or in the store, and even if I don't know the educators, we're family, and it helps tremendously.
By wearing the necklace, you have a visual symbol of support that far it transcends the emotional support, because this is the symbol. There's a connection. Premier Jewelers thought of us and thought of Newtown, and thinking wasn't enough. They did something about it, and they sent us this token of love.
This is something we will carry on ourselves and in our hearts for years and years and years to come.
Adam Lanza lives down the road from me. I like to walk on the walker, and for weeks afterwards, I couldn't walk past certain houses. And I'm not kidding. When I walk past Adam Lanza's house, and I have my necklace on, I touch my necklace. It's just a token that we're not alone, and people are thinking of us.
I have a very good friend who is a second grade teacher at Sandy Hook. And when the tragedy occurred, I talked to her afterwards, and to hear the emotion in her heart and in her voice about what these necklaces mean to these teachers, it is truly just amazing. I keep using the same word, but it's the only thing that comes to mind because that's what Premier is. They're absolutely amazing.
A token of love necklace to me, personally, means never forget God is near your heart. God is in your heart, around your heart, through your heart. And through Him, do everything that your heart tells you to do.